Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be playing some Esper midrange. I call it Esper Raffine because Raffine is the key piece in this deck. It is the reason this deck functions as well as it does, and games with Raffine are significantly different than games without it. As you might know if you've played the list or played against it, it always seems when Raffine comes down you lose. But if they don't see that card specifically, you're able to fight back and win. But I typically played I played a significantly different list of Esper for a very long time that didn't look like this, and this is all I really see whenever I look through the challenge dumps on MTGO. It's just the wedding announcements with the virtues. This is all here. I normally play Childress and I normally play Aclazots and things like that, but they've just curved away from that plan entirely, and I really haven't played it since they've done that. So I want to see how it goes. Outside of that, let's just go ahead and hop into the games, see how our matches queue up, and let's just get out there and game. Oh, snap! We're in a game. Maybe. Oh. I see. My cards are good. Very cool. I will keep. My opponent played a card I haven't seen in a very long time. Okay, I've seen that one quite a bit. I think I take my only removal spell by just like instinct. Or do they do it based off what mana I have? It's always interesting to see if they'll do it. Either way, this can't attack me. I mean, I guess it could. They take it off instinct. Sure. I don't know if I believe that, because I think they just did it because it makes sense to do it. Now I have two spells. I can flash in speed if they try to bat me again. Have Athy. Have Virtue as well. You can double pump here, I guess. This one. Probably have removal, which is like kind of cringe, but also makes sense. This one? That worked? Oh, okay. Never mind. It didn't work that well. It's okay.
Happy to help, but
Sure.
I'm taking the credit.
I lose that, I guess.
One of your friends has to leave.
Here? I have a lot of ways to make creatures at instep here, so I'm just going to do it that way. I can make it 2/2, no evasion. They can plus here, which honestly hurts them like slightly more than me. I'm gonna let Dennick go. I don't know if the lifelink is necessarily gonna matter anytime soon, but I can also play it from the graveyard. I did not play my Raffine's Tower. I'm so mad right now. I cannot believe I didn't play my Raffine's Tower. Essentially just played a land. That's poopy. One, I guess. Sure. Combat. Huh? Might even have another Lily, to be honest. Things are happening that I feel like shouldn't happen, and I'm very confused about it. Like, the fact that I actually got to hit there kind of threw me off. However, they activate this last mode on this, and I flash this guy in. I get to draw cards. It's very cool. Very hip, if you would. That's something.
When I win,
That's a draw, you think?
what you know about the rating.
Sure.
Off you go.
Yep. Get a little more damage. That's perfectly fine with me. Sure. They haven't had removal yet. They might have it, but I don't know what else the mana being held up would be for. For it. This is mine. This is mine now. Get this off the board. Fantastic. There you go. Gone. Play land. Now we chill. Because even if they activate this to draw a card, I still draw another card. I'm just not down to just barrel my go for the third. They don't know about the second one either. Oh man, they're so smart. You like to pay the ward? Would. Yeah, that makes sense. Boom. Can't pay for the bottom mode, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Is this why I lose to this deck? Is this why? Feels so unfair. I'm gonna be mana efficient. I'm gonna play this. The reason why I wanted to do that is because I would like to guarantee that my Fairy Mastermind dodges. Oop. Very cool. Esper, everyone. Your local friendly deck. I mean, what more do you want from this hand? Honestly. We get to play as turn 1. Everything should be fine. We get to counter something on turn 2. And then we, like I don't know, a deep cavern bat per se. Or, we're going to get hit with some nonsense. If they play with fire me, I'm allowing it. Play with fire is temporary damage instead of permanent damage that, like, comes from a creature. Ooh, that one specifically. Actually... me out. You let it happen. We just trade it. We just hold our counter spell. I'm fine with this. I'm perfectly fine with this. Okay, I'm not fine with all the land draws though. Land draws kind of annoying. Do I give them a turn and just play a Raffine? And I think the answer is yes. Raffine's generally hard for them to remove regardless, and making it cheaper. What just happened? What? Welcome to platinum. And fine. A little slow. Enchantments maybe. Like it has to be, right? It is indeed. Hold up, counter spell. Gotta get that Calyx out of here. Is this a cast? Ugh. Alright, I mean, same thing. That has to be countered. I don't feel safe anymore. I'm not gonna lie, when I play this deck, the enchantment list against this deck, I generally feel pretty confident in my chances to win. I can't stop any of that. It's gonna be a 4/4. This is generally why I can't win. This card's so strong. Like deceivingly strong. It's weird, to be honest. I'm just gonna play Raffine, I suppose. Even, well, no, if they play Naturalist, they don't have a basic, I guess. Ossification's not possible. Also, just like have to let the Kami happen, and I have to find removal. Oh boy. Nope. Doesn't look like removal is in the cards. Play Denic here. I still have a chance for removal, so I'm attacking here. One of these guys, I suppose. Denic, you're probably getting trampled over, and you're just gonna have to be fine with that. Guess you can obviously like jump block elsewhere. Be fine with that. I'm good, dude. We lost. The deck's so good unless they see a temporary lockdown and then they can't win. But that's besides the point. We don't play one. Okay, we can go first here. Very cool. Hand's fine. We have removal into removal if needed. I'm gonna start off in the anchorage here. I could play the Raffine's Tower, but I would have to play tap lane regardless. And this is kind of one of the reasons I didn't want to, because now I might end up wanting to cycle this in case I flood. Against Jund, I think, or not Jund, Domain. I would have to imagine. Probably see that land. My bad, I don't know. They have no white mana. It's a swamp mountain and a forest. Maybe it is just like some Jund land pile. That's a Jund one as well. Make a virtue, maybe cut down. No. Play here, play here. Attack, bro. Probably get rid of a cut down. Seems good. This is now out of cut down range. This obviously is not. But who knows what my opponent will have in store for me here. Go for the throat, maybe? You do. We didn't have to pay that fast. It's just a little rude. Play here. What do we do now? I think the answer is just bring this up. Be aggressive a little bit. Chip away here. Make a map. Down to 13 they go. Call it a day. They'll wipe this off the board. I can slam a virtue. Hold these removal spells. Cycle this Raffine's Tower. That we apparently, thankfully, didn't play right away. Sure. It also gains life, right? Yeah. Wild time. Let us activate here. That seems like a good card to me. Play land. Let's play Old Lord Skitter. Get the land out of there. Attack. Hit for 4. We'll be walking right into... I mean, they grabbed the plains. Maybe it's not Jund. It seemed like Jund. Obviously, there's a Cosmic Rebirth. I didn't even think about it. But I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's like they saw the teamer list and they're like, I'm gonna be original. I'm not playing that. And we're like, but you could also just play it, you know? A World Soul Raise could potentially ramp a ton here. It's not even guaranteed. 2 lands. I would call that like an okay ramp. Like fine. Huh? We play this land. I think I play this. Okay, go ahead and attack here. Actually, I don't know if the card draw is even worth it. I think maybe just making more creatures is better. It's this deck, but Ill-Time Explosion is normally the answer. It could be Brothers to the End. It could be the black card that does it based on permanence in the yard. Not sure. They only have 1 permanent in the yard, so it's a -1/-1 across the board. Do have my go for the throat. In case you try to World Soul Raise me or something, like one of my creatures again. Blossoming Tortoise. Sure. Well, there's 4 permanents in there now. Sure. And remove the tortoise out of the way. It's not the worst. It really just depends if I can close the door at the next 2 turns here. Sorcery speed, I believe. Yes. Remove this now. And it's sorcery speed. They can't do anything about it. Get on tap. Move. Get Tortoise out of here, please. I think I just hold up and make it 2/2. I think it's just as good. Oh, and they're tapped out? Let's go. Alright, draw a land, opponent. That's what your deck's good at, right? Yeah. Sure. No life game for you. Got it. Honestly, if anybody could tell me what this list is, it is actually kind of cool to see a more Jund focused list, but I think we saw firsthand why Teamer is a little bit better. Memory Deluge is such a broken card in those situations. Like, it's kind of wild. They also didn't have like a lot going on. Like, this World Tour Rage didn't have a lot of these to go off of. Obviously, I don't know how many they play, but maybe somebody's cooking. You never know. Corn Dog Jones Jr. Never know. Yep, we will keep. Wake up, please. Picture day. Wake up. Cool. Be off this. Call it a day. Blue white control, no worries. Just kidding. Go ahead. You're gonna bat me, dude. I don't want to be batted. Ah, it's vampires. You don't mean it, bro. Come on now. Axis in. Call it a day. Play here. Got down here, so I don't have to worry about it. Attack. Now I have to question what vampire list this is. Is this Covert's list? Is it Ash Chisel's list? Is it LS Legends list? I'm just calling them Legends. I always want to say somebody else, but that's not who it is. Counterspell? Kill spell? Could be a kill spell. Probably a kill spell. Could be a blood token cycle and just be nothing but air. But their hands lighting up. You don't mean it. Didn't mean it. Alright. I'll pass. I'm gonna kill my Raffine, dude. Somebody help. You guys like salty pretzels? I love them. Fair enough. Got it, opponent. Would like to move to combat. This one. Okay, I guess I'll let a land go. Just a one bonk. It's just a bonk for one, if you would. What is your plan? Firing it at random. I swear, bro. It better be a land on top. It was. It was Odawar. Very sick. What? Very mastermind, though. Gonna draw me an extra card. Oh, they're in a weird order. What if it was for each card, by the way? That'd be sick. The combat. Double attack here. Put it on Raffine, because Raffine does have protection. Let me pass, I guess. See what's up? No, Hidetsugu. You don't mean it. I guess they would have to have a Hidetsugu plus like a kill spell and have stacked their spells right. I'm in danger. Extra card. No removal. No counter spell. Here.
Anyone who harms
He's out
my
here.
people must contend with me. My judgment is final.
Oh boy. What do I want to do? I'll die. I'll die here. I'll die on this hill right now. You know what, opponent? If you have it, you have it. There you go. I'll give it to you. They got it. You're sick. Yep. Uh-huh. What are you pulling here? Two Hidatsugus, and I'm pretty much dead to that, regardless. Oh, why did you do it that way? Stack your triggers, bro. Come on. Goofy boofy. I guess. Sure. My dad. What? I'm baffled. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay. A plus.
With the mystery.
I just don't know how I died. Like, genuinely. I have no idea how I didn't die. Not how I died. I just don't know how I did not die. Pretty much. Is pretty much where I'm at in this equation. So, I'm going to plus on this because that makes the most sense to me. Liliana doesn't really bother me.
This fight.
Is up? I mean, I can send. Is this lethal? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It could definitely be lethal, so I just go face. You have an answer for? Sure. Could be lethal, I think. Let's put it on a creature they can't really target. 1, 2, 3, 2. I need to see if I need to put this no more lies. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this should be enough. I just need to hold up my no more lies. And then protect anything from getting removed here. Oh, wow. I genuinely don't know how I did not die. I do think... Would there be a way? No, actually, I could be wrong on these. Hold on. Yeah, no, the die trigger had to happen first because they were all the ETB triggers would have went on the stack technically first, but legendary rule applied. So legendary rule has to happen before anything else can. If you're curious why they weren't able to stack, legendary rule has to happen before anything else. But I still believe that the ETBs are still going to go on the stack first because technically they would have to. You couldn't have like an ETB and a die trigger happen at the same time necessarily, I don't think. But maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe they could have stacked it. I don't think so. But if they were able to, they definitely would want to stack it in a way that Hidatsugu lives. And not lives, but they would do the Hidatsugu damage trigger after they did the draws and everything. But I don't think they can. So, very cool. We win this game. I'm genuinely unsure how when they pulled me. But we did. I guess it not being a blocker kind of helps that a lot out too, though. Okay, everyone. Well, I'm going to talk about Esper a little bit. This is definitely different from the Esper list you're probably used to seeing from me. But this is the list, kind of the stock list that you'll see running around on MTGO challenges or in like major events. I don't even want to talk about the last challenge I saw. The top 4 were all that Tamer ramp list. All 4 lists. And the top 8, top 4 were all that list, which is insane to see in general. So that's wild. thankfully, I think in the big score, which is standard legal, by the way, Rest in Peace got printed. So, holy cow, do we actually have a permanent Graveyard Hate card that we get to play in our decks? Now, Rest in Peace in best of 1 probably still not going to find its way there, but in best of 3, it'll be way stronger against these decks, and they'll have to be forced to answer a Graveyard Hate piece instead of us having to rely on like a Tormod, Unlicensed Hearse or something like that. Other than that, but this list, I mean, it's good. It's a tempo list. It does suffer in best of 1 more than best of 3, as you can kind of see in our sideboard here. We definitely have ways to kind of pivot our deck to make it way more favorable against the matchups we need it to be. For example, if Convoke's giving us problems, I mean, all these pass come in and knockout blows and things like that, or even like Destroy Evils if needed, but another Doorkeeper Thrall is great. Control, we have our counter spells. We just rely heavily on Wedding Announcement and Raffine being good and things like that, and then just No More Lies, things that are important, along with bringing in the 2 negates. It's very weird, but outside of that, this list is just solid as always. I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about here. We are all pretty much in the same boat. Like I've said in the past, I would hold off on crafting any deck, although I do think Esper is generally the most safe. It's been the deck that's been around for a while now. So if you are looking to maybe what should you bring into the new meta, Esper's probably a safe choice. Outside of that, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.